Get ready. Trump and Larry Fink are flipping the system. In the next 6 years, your financial system is going to be absolutely unrecognizable. I'm going to show you some facts, figures, numbers, logic, and I'm going to show you how Trump was not pro crypto. Larry Fink thought it was used for money laundering, and now they are all in, all chips on the table. After January 20th, 2025, we have a whole pro crypto White House, Congress, SEC, and I truly believe, from my opinion, this is going to be the greatest missed opportunity in our living history. And I'll continue to say the same thing. When all the dust settles over the next 6 years, I believe it's going to be Bitcoin and XRP, number one and number two. And I have built my plan around this. I built my ecosystem around this. And we are very, very strategic. Number one is you have to have a game plan. Number two is you need to develop a long-term horizon. And number three, you need to be non-emotional. The tides go in, the tides go out. Markets go up and markets go down. There is no get rich quick. If you want to get rich quick, go to the casino. Go buy a lottery ticket. It never, ever works out. This is the greatest time to learn what this is, why you're investing in something, and understand what money is. It's just debt in America. That's why they're running for the hills in cryptocurrency and wanting a Bitcoin treasury. So we're going to watch a couple videos here, and we're just going to start to, helps us settle in. And my hopes with this, our channel, Good Morning Crypto, and this is to keep you guys calm, right? To keep that stoicism, to keep that middle ground, not allowing your emotions to look like the market. You have a long time ahead of you. You have about 6 years to take advantage of this. In the short term, we're in the bull run, and we're about to see some amazing moves over the next couple months. So if you get caught at the top and you believe what you're investing in, just ride the wave down, buy more. I dollar cost average in every single day. And people are like, is it too late? Is it too late? Right now, you're buying the bottom of the next top. Okay. So right now is going to be the bottom of the next top. And so if you do get caught at the top, ride the wave down. If you're trying to get rich quick, I wouldn't get into this. I absolutely wouldn't. Can you make a large amount of money in a short amount of time? Absolutely. And if you have a game plan, you can be very strategic and secure your family. So this is a really good video that Bloomberg put out, and it said how Trump learned to love crypto. We're going to watch a short spot on this. And he totally flip-flopped on it. You know, he was like, I'm all the dollar. And then now he has his own DeFi platform, which I have invested in. I'm not recommending, I'm not saying that's not a recommendation, but I've invested in it. And you're going to see in the short clip right here how he flipped pro crypto very quickly.
These types of products.
Enter Donald Trump.
Hello, Bitcoiners. Thank you very much. Hello. It's good to be with you.
Now, Donald Trump has not always been a believer.
Trump's views on crypto have definitely evolved over time.
Bitcoin, it just seems like a scam.
But eventually, he did warm up to the idea.
The first project where he dipped his toe into crypto was non-fungible tokens, NFTs. These NFTs were almost like many of the memes you see of Donald Trump.
One of Trump's associated companies disclosed that it had made more than $11 million in a short amount of time from the sale of NFTs.
And next thing you know, he's taking donations in crypto. And, you know, you can almost imagine the light bulb going off in Trump's head.
This afternoon, I'm laying out my plan to ensure that the United States will be the crypto capital of the planet.
With his now famous headlining of the Nashville Bitcoin Conference, the bromance was cemented. 2 months later, he launched his own cryptocurrency project.
He's selling tokens to that project in which he's collecting millions from that. That, in addition to his NFT sales, are really providing a pretty decent revenue stream. In parallel, there emerged this giant super PAC, political action committee called Fairshake. And they were funded by Coinbase and Ripple and some of the biggest companies in the industry.
The U.S. has got to get clear rules. And the only way that's going to happen is if we elect representatives.
Okay, I'll stop the video right there. Okay, so what we do know, we stay not emotional. Here's the facts. Okay. We know that Michael Saylor was hanging out at the White House. Michael Saylor has this vicious process around buying Bitcoin, selling shares, buying more Bitcoin, borrowing, buying Bitcoin. He's hanging out at Mar-a-Lago. And we know Stuart Aldery and Brad Garlinghouse is hanging out at Mar-a-Lago. So if I was a betting man, then I feel comfortable with Bitcoin, XRP, and pre-IPO Ripple. Okay. Rule number 1, don't lose money. Rule number 2, follow rule number 1. Then you expand out into other tokens, XLM, HBAR, things like that. And as you go further away from the core, you got to be more cautious and more careful. So this was posted by Good Morning Crypto. So we see how he flipped pro crypto. And now here we are. We're a couple days away, about 6 days away from the inauguration. And Abs put this out. Breaking. President Trump plans to form a 24-member crypto council to draft laws, build a Bitcoin reserve, and clarify regulation. Crypto Advisory Council will compose of 24 industry leaders. Objective: legislation, draft new laws for crypto regulation, a Bitcoin reserve to establish strategic Bitcoin reserve for the U.S., regulatory clarity, work towards clear, consistent crypto regulation. And the goal is to normalize crypto within the U.S. economic systems, promote innovation by reducing regulatory uncertainty, and enhance U.S. position in the global markets. Dabs put, will President Trump make America the crypto capital world by 2028? I am banking on that. Absolutely. Okay. Now we're going to jump over to Larry Fink. Okay. So Larry Fink, this video right here was on Bloomberg. This was 7 years ago. Remember, 7 years ago, Trump said we're going to be on an even playing field sooner than we know it. Jamie Dimon started preaching that cryptocurrency is used for money laundering. In this video, in the beginning of this video, BlackRock, Larry Fink said the same thing. It's used for money laundering. And this is the back end of the video where he says there's no demand for, he's not getting any demand. Listen to what he says, and we're going to see how starkly that changed 7 years later.
Potential transaction, it presents a lot of systemic risk.
Is it time yet for BlackRock to either trade in digital assets or digital virtual currencies, if you prefer, or to create a product for your clients?
We're not hearing any demand from any of our clients other than maybe some speculative stuff. We're being asked that question, but it's more of like a venture capital type of interchange. But we're not hearing clients saying we want to use this as an asset class. No.
It's not an institutional thing yet.
It's far from that. As I said, it's much more of a speculative platform for Asia, and it's heavily used for money laundering.
Okay. So 7 years ago, now it was 7 years ago, and a lot has changed over 7 years. Okay. We had, from that point, this is to give them credit, is the administration printed more money than in history, debasing the dollar like crazy, right? So when you see that debasement, all of a sudden, this Bitcoin that was created in 2009, which is fishy to me, Bitcoin was created in 2009, again, using logic, not emotion. The top 4 holders besides Satoshi are all American. BlackRock, MicroStrategies, Grayscale, and America are the top 4 holders in Bitcoin besides Satoshi. We don't know who Satoshi is. That's kind of weird. So Larry Fink, the largest asset manager in the world, goes from it's used for money laundering, it's speculative, to we're going all in on it. And we're in the top 3 holders in MicroStrategies. Michael Saylor's hanging out at Mar-a-Lago. Ripple's hanging out at Mar-a-Lago. Brad Garlinghouse, Stuart Aldrey. Okay, I think we're on track. I think we're doing very well, family. So take a deep breath. We got this. Get out of the tribalism. We're all in this together. Okay. Now, this is 7 years later. Larry Fink 5 months ago.
I know you have been a leader in willing to embrace crypto. You have made it so that people can be in Bitcoin. We hear that you are thinking about Ethereum. These are incredible things. Now, BlackRock is not known as a gunslinger by any means. So
that's a key statement. You're not known as a gunslinger by any means. Logic.
You obviously must believe that this may be as an alternative. Is this an alternative in order to be able, because of a deficit, maybe something long-term people should have?
Absolutely. As you know, I was a skeptic.
Yes.
I was a proud skeptic. And I studied it, learned about it, and I came away saying, okay, my opinion 5 years ago was wrong. Here's my opinion today. This is what I believe in today. I believe the opportunity today. I believe Bitcoin is legitimate. I'm not trying to say there's not misuses like everything else, but it is a legitimate financial instrument that allows you to have maybe uncorrelated, non-correlated type of returns. I believe it is an instrument that you invest in when you're more frightened, though. It is an instrument when you believe that countries are debasing their currency.
Okay, we'll leave it right there. So just like we should be doing, So he said he went into his research. Okay, now you're the largest asset manager in the world. Again, put our logical circuits on, logical hat. Largest asset manager in the world. And then you do some deep research. And all of a sudden you emerge and you're like, we're going all in. And now you're the number one holder outside of Satoshi through the ETF. Like, something there, right? Either somebody told him something, or you can't beat it, join it, or they know who created it. There's only two ways, right? Either you can't beat it, join it, or they know who created it. Now, what's going to happen is when Trump launches this Bitcoin strategic reserve, which I truly believe it's going to happen, monkey see, monkey do. We have 7 states applying for a Bitcoin strategic reserve right now. All the other countries are going to start worrying. We have a supply problem. Do you realize how early you are? We have a supply problem. You are so early. There's only 21 million Bitcoin. 94% of the supply is gone. 6% is left. 80% of the supply is not moved. It's only mined for 116 years. I'm not saying going out and buy Bitcoin. You know, it's at 100,000. But what I'm saying is Bitcoin drives the whole cryptocurrency ecosystem. So when we're talking about this, we're talking about all of our investments. The markets are like a 3.4 trillion right now, the crypto market. Let me see to be exact here. I got my Merlin up here. Transact markets. Here we go. Let's see where we're at. We're at 3.3 trillion right now. And I think I was misquoting it. I thought the markets were at 44 trillion. Somebody told me they were 100 million. And I'm like, so that's your growth. Everything's going to be tokenized. Everything. Oh, did I show you guys this? Okay, so this is important. Just in 11.5 trillion, BlackRock launches Bitcoin ETF in Canada. Now they're going to Canada. Just in 11.5 trillion, BlackRock says Bitcoin and crypto adoption is outpacing the internet. And then here's our friend Jamie Dimon. He's like, it's still used for money laundering. It's a Ponzi scheme. I'm like, well, welcome to the US dollar, which is a Ponzi scheme. When we put money into your bank, they lend it out to the next person walking in. So here we go. Here we are, right? So you may be an early investor. You may be just waking up to this. You may be somebody who is super seasoned. I'm going to give you some rules of the game that helped me create financial freedom and now is helping me create wealth, okay? Bull run number 1 was my first one, 2020 to 2022. I got a lot of bumps and bruises, okay? A lot of bumps and bruises. A lot of you are coming in for bull run number 1. Bull run number 1 is learning, okay? Learning, getting your bumps and bruises, learning how to invest, okay? Bull run number 2, which will be 2028 to 2030, is going to be your wealth phase. You're going to accumulate from 2026. Hopefully, we'll have a bear market. We may have a super cycle, okay? That's why we hold some of it, okay? So what happened was in 2020 to 2022, I built a solid game plan. I stopped trying to get rich quick. I stopped chasing meme coins, pump and dumps, because we've coached over 10,000 people. We have seen so many people. We have tons of data. People get wrecked almost 100% time. Here's why. Because when you go into a casino and you're playing a lottery game or a lottery, so especially if you're like, you got a 9 to 5, you know, you can't focus. If you're doing it for a living, that's a totally different story. But if you're trying to catch a pump and you're at work and you're trying to, once you win big, you think you can do it again. It's dopamine. It's like anything. That's why you can be in the world, not of the world. When you start to start to experience that lust, you want more lust. If you serve the good food, you want more food. It's how the brain works. It's how humans work. So we got out of all of these short-term, try to get rich quick things, and we built solid game plans with solid cryptocurrencies. Okay, so I have a very solid portfolio. It's really shrunk down to you know, it's like things like Bitcoin. XRP is my biggest holding. So second would be Bitcoin. I have other cryptocurrencies like XLM, HBAR, ADA, VeChain. I'm a big fan of VeChain. I'm trying to think of, I can't think about the top of my head. Solana. We have I have some Dogecoin, some SHIB. Those are my shit coins. 10% of my portfolio is allocated to shit coins. And when it pumps, I pull. Okay. Now here, that's the crypto part of it. Okay. We have a long-term horizon. Bitcoin, by the model of Michael Saylor, is going to go up 50% every single year if you take out all the pumps and dumps, right? So if you're buying the top right now, you're buying the bottom of the future. So if it's going to go to 1.5 million in the future by 2028, 2030, you're buying at 100K. You're literally, people are gonna be like, I bought Bitcoin at 100K. I bought XRP at $2.80. I'm a legend, right? Just like we're saying, I bought my first Bitcoin at 25,000, which thought I was way late, right? And now look where it's at now. I was buying XRP at 17 cents, and my dollar cost average. So here's how I do it. It's not what I'm telling what you to do. I buy crypto every single day. Every single day, I have crypto being purchased every day. and I have specific ones that I do. Bitcoin and XRP are the two that I buy every single day. When there's big dips like there was, Bitcoin went down to almost 90,000, I buy a little bit more. Okay. And I'm very long-term fundamental. Now, reason why I'm long-term and fundamental is I'm not just weighted in cryptocurrency. I think it's ridiculous to be just weighted in one asset class. You should be diversified, right? I like to protect, compound, and grow my wealth. So Bitcoin, I'm holding 100% forever, not touching it. If I need to, I'll leverage it in the future to get tax-free out to buy more assets. Okay. Only to buy more assets to multiply it. Okay? It's like a piggy bank sitting there. My altcoins, all other coins, I'm going to exit 50% as it goes up. Okay. If it hits the targets, I'll exit. I pull it down the risk pyramid. At the bottom of the risk pyramid is insurance. I use insurance. I use cash value life insurance. I stuff my profits. I max fund my policies. I have 2 more policies to max fund. Once those are max funded, then there'll be an overflow of money. Then I'll put some into silver. Okay. Then I'm going to buy more real estate. My goal is to get some more tax liabilities. We're good in business. We have cash generating businesses right now. I'm not adding any more to my plate. And then I'm working on an ETF dividend strategy, which is using things like MicroStrategies, Coinbase. I think today they just launched another one. You can go all the way down to like JP Morgan, things like that. And it's a dividend ETF strategy, and that brings in cash flow. But anytime I get cash flow from an asset, I'm de-risking, because I believe in XRP and Bitcoin, I'm de-risking back into a deflationary asset. So I'm constantly moving my money back into those asset classes that I believe in, because I believe in it. That's my plan. And I stick to it, and I'm extremely disciplined. I don't care what this financial person says, I built the plan and it's working for me. If you have a plan, stick to it. That's the key. You'll win if you stick to your plan. You're going to lose if you start to change your narrative all the time based on emotion and what all these people are saying online. That's why I say the same thing every single day. I know people unfollow because I do that, but I think it's important. I always say you should be leery of the man or woman who changes their narrative every single bull run, every single week. There's always some new crypto. There's always something new. And you should maybe pay attention to the person that you can go back and measure exactly what they've done. All I'm doing is expressing my journey from my current paradigm, exactly where I'm at. And then when I build something new, I'm going to bring it and present it. So I'm basically just documenting my journey from losing everything in 2020 because of the pandemic to financial freedom, now wealth, right? But wealth is slow. It's not sexy. Okay. And there's a lot of people out there, oh, I just made 2 million off a meme coin, blah, blah, blah. It's like, it's this energy. It's just like, it's like, relax, take your time. We have a long run ahead of us. Be present, enjoy your life. You don't need all the stuff. There's no greater, if you guys know my past, 18 years ago, I committed suicide. John Vasquez died. JV was born due to a massive opiate addiction. So I've been on this 18-year spiritual journey. I went through banking, all this stuff, and I've done everything. Before being transparent, before that, I was a drug addict. I was an opiate addict, right? So I got high on most drugs you can imagine if you've ever dealt with an opiate addict before. And I'm grateful I went through that experience, because this experience that I'm experiencing today, and I'm speaking to men's hearts, head of the household, and women who are the head of the household, is for a man. I had this moment on Friday, and there was a picture I posted on Twitter. It was a captured picture of a moment that I was experiencing, where there's no greater high for a man to sit back and to see his whole ecosystem taken care of. That I've never experienced a high like that in my life, and I'm obsessed with it now. God, family, making sure my family is good. That's my number one focus with this wealth. Protecting my ecosystem at all costs. I have multiple companies. We have team members all over the world. It's my responsibility to make sure I'm making good decisions, that I'm disciplined, and that they can continue to support their families. I chose this life. I chose to have 6 different companies. I chose to employ people, and I'm super grateful, and I'm super respectful of the responsibility. So it's God, family, protect my ecosystem at all costs, and mind my business. I put my blinders on. What another man or woman is doing, if they're not part of my ecosystem, has nothing to do with me. And that feeling is something that was given to me because of the advent of crypto and getting involved in crypto, because I was able to experience the wealth, but I did something with it. I made sure that my family was good. And now I'm about to make sure that generation after generation after generation are good. So I hope this helps. I hope it keeps you calm. And I want to tell you, I love you. I truly, truly love you. I'm so grateful for you subscribing and liking and commenting. We don't take this for granted. Me and Abs with Good Morning Crypto, we're super grateful and super humbled by all of you. So I love you guys. And if you ever see me out and about, people always will message me after they see me. Come say hi. I'd love to give you a big hug, and we'll chop it up a little bit. Okay, so big warning. I do not invest people's crypto. I do not have a trading platform. We will never ask about your crypto. I will never DM you proactively. I don't use WhatsApp, Telegram. Those are all scammers. Never send anybody money with my likeness and image, ever. Okay. QFS accounts are a scam. You don't need a special QFS account. Scam. Don't ever do a crypto giveaway. Just don't do it. Don't send your money to anybody. Just there you go. That's it. Okay. What we do have for you, I get hundreds of messages a day on cash value life insurance. So I use term to protect my family, and I use cash value life insurance to secure, protect, compound, and grow my wealth. Also is connected to my Rockefeller waterfall system. So what I do may not work for you. So what I created for you is down below. It's a needs assessment. In my bio, click, you'll see a needs assessment. That is my team licensed in all 50 states and Canada. They will do a financial review for you and a financial strategy for you. It's absolutely free. We do not get paid by the client. Okay. So that is for cash value life insurance, insuring your family, annuities. If you have any old money or you want to learn how to secure your money, we can help you with that. Okay. On the other side, I have the 120-day challenge, my 3-2 Warrior Academy, Coach JV Academy, where we've helped 10,000 people worldwide. Subconscious mind programming, goal setting, vision creation, budgeting, financial literacy, financial education, live calls, market calls, community support, and my revolutionary 120-day challenge, where we've helped 10,000 people. I love you guys. I have to burp. Oh, I appreciate you, as we always say. Warriors. It's a little bit too much air in the belly. Love you guys.